Tomorrow is the first day of the Dynamic Disc Open, and I want to take you kind of through my last day because I want to go through quick in the bag. My bag is already disappointed in me, as you can see, it's facing down. Got a bunch of extra discs, and I need to figure out a couple holes on the course. I'm going to be filming with someone today for another AB Squared video, and I just have a lot of general thoughts that I want to walk you through. But first, today is going to be like a kind of lighter recovery day, get some blood flowing through my muscles. I might need to actually find some discs for hole 16 because I've lost so many discs there, but my card tomorrow is gonna be nuts. Tomorrow, I play with Isaac Robinson, reigning world champion, Brody Smith, and Paul Perry. All people that I really look up to. So I'm gonna have to make sure that I'm trying to play my game and not trying to impress people. I've never struggled with that before. Just got done. Took about 35 minutes. I always end my sessions belly breathing. Tell my nervous system, hey, the workout's over. You can start healing, essentially. So I'll take a couple minutes and calm down the heart rate. It's good practice. I need to practice more when I'm actually playing. But my wife's at a coffee shop. I'm now gonna go to a disc golf store that's here in town. See if I might be able to find some cheap used discs that look like kind of overstable fairways, because I didn't bring enough of those to lose some on the island hole. I thought I'd be throwing putters or mids, but it's been a headwind most days. And maybe I can get there, but I'd rather... I might buy a bunch of discs and like try to find one that I like, but I can be okay losing a couple. Oh, I gotta figure out that hole. They don't have any of mine. I hope they're sold out, otherwise the store's not valid. Alright, I'm trying to use this. Not too many. Basically looking for like 9-speed overstable guys. I have 3 chupacabras that look pretty new. They're not super flat, so I don't think they'll be like the ridiculous beef.
Holy that one's not getting thrown here.
We'll see. All the Lone Star new discs or used discs right now. It's kind of weird, but I'll pick my favorite chup, which might actually be this. And just to see. Now I know I got a bunch of chup backups, so I want to come and get them. Not even any Firebirds, which doesn't make sense. Firebirds are nice. All right, we did find a felon, but it feels very flippy. So I think we're gonna get Pioneer, 2 chups. Should have brought some better Firebirds or Scepters, but or some water ones. But I guess that's what these are for. $30. Hopefully it's not a donation. I'm intrigued. I haven't thrown a chupacabra in a while. They are very beefy from what I remember. I looked at them versus a splice, and the nose of the splice is a little rounder even. But I think I'm gonna throw them really hard on a lot of Anheuser into a headwind. See what happens. Pioneer might actually be it. Kind of just wanted to see how these flew once I saw that they had every single Lone Star disc in their whole freaking store on half off. Plus they're kind of pretty, you know? They're kind of pretty. My little noodle's not gonna be able to handle that. So I was gonna go to this park that's right by the country club to throw these discs real fast before I go and eat some lunch. Then I saw, it's like literally hole 1 is adjacent to the park. And I saw Braden Sides, who asked me for some Frisbees maybe. I was playing hole 1, so I'm gonna go sneak up on him and see if he likes any of the discs. Then I'll throw these on hole 2 with him.
Is there anything else? Dude, what's up?
What's up?
How are you?
Want to check some of these guys out?
Yes.
Show you on the next hole. Oh, this guy can putt.
All right. Yeah, can I hold him?
Yeah, throw him. See what you like. You're good. I don't know. I've only thrown like 2 of them. Throw the rest. Throw the rest.
Okay.
Because well, this is the one that's in my bag, and this one's beef. I'm confused. What the heck was that first disc?
Maybe it could have been mine.
Did you shank it, bro?
I don't think I did, but maybe I did.
I mean, it looks smooth.
Won't say that. Well, that was better.
Yeah, it's got my name on it. Of course it's better. Do you think he shanked the first one or no?
Yeah, definitely.
I think I did.
He's always been shanking people.
I got shanked by him a couple times.
Dude, it's not a day on it, of course, if you're not getting shanked by Brady Sides.
That's what I said. Wow, just...
Alright, you want me to be...
Your throws keep getting better and you keep liking them more and more. I don't know what's happening.
No film. No film.
Yeah, I think for some reason the first one you threw is the only one that sucks. Yeah, I have you write fraud on the front of that one. I will.
It's pretty good. Thanks.
Fueled by Papa John's.
Called Touch. I don't got that.
Yeah, I've never heard of that.
No.
All right, Braden agreed to give me $100 each.
Yeah.
Because they're so good and he needs them so fast.
Yeah.
Well, only if he wins, though.
Yeah, that should be
Yeah,
fine.
Of course, yeah.
And then this one was the fake one?
Yeah.
Just like right across the middle?
Yeah.
Okay, just kind of like this.
Maybe it's because it has been raining every.
Dude, I'm sending that to my sponsors. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, you should.
One interesting thing I did learn from Braden is this disc, as he wrote on it, is a fraud. It is a little straighter. I kind of intrigued about putting it in the bag because I know it's got more dump than another one that I have. So I think we'll throw it in, and luckily he wrote on that. This one is like in between straight, like that one, and then like a nice beefy one. Nice to have. Didn't get to throw these at all backhand, so we'll just throw them on this one shorty 280-foot hole. Try to ace them and see how actually overstable they are. Those are beef. Yeah, they're more overstable than the cap wrap. That one's like not even fine. I think that might be good. We'll have to see if I can even get these chupacabras there. But I think it'll be nice because it'll be very consistent. Like, it's not gonna be touchy. And having touch into that hole when you're already nervous, not the best. Hit an angle and throw it almost as hard as you can and have it consistently land the island. So let's hope that that can happen. To run it over, it'll become less overstable. Whew. That's how you know Emporia is a disc golf town. They don't run over your discs. That thing is crazy beef. Holy cow. Had a pretty chill time. Forgot a hat, so that's gonna be fun to film with AB with my crazy hair, but we're at Champions Landing for the Dynamic Disc Open. It's like my second actual Pro Tour event, so still very nervous. AB pushed back the time that we were gonna play, so I'm gonna get some putting in, and we'll do a quick in the bag as well. I also am really trying to temper my expectations and just enjoy it here. Playing with who I'm playing with tomorrow, and then hopefully fun people in the later days, it could be really easy for me to like, oh, I have to impress, or I don't wanna embarrass myself, instead of just like staying in my own lane and playing my own game. So as hard as that sounds, recognizing that now, I think it's gonna be helpful for me to get there tomorrow and just like stay in my own lane, play my own game. I really respect everybody that I'm playing with, and I look up to them a lot. It doesn't mean I have to change how I play. And I imagine staying in your lane would be more impressive anyways, so we'll see. So I've been talking a lot with you guys recently about how I'm still undergoing form changes. It's not like the most ideal thing to do during a season that you're like trying to compete at the highest level. And honestly, that's one of the expectations that I've had from myself this week is I think I can birdie almost every hole out here. Some of them are gonna be a little more wind dependent, but I think my realistic expectation for myself is kind of middle of the missed cash. So I think cash line is probably 45 people. And so if I'm somewhere around 70 to 80, I think I'll be pretty happy about it. Hopefully that means that I'm playing some good rounds, and I just want one really good round. I'm getting into the start of my tournament swing, and it's hard to expect myself to come off of, well, I'm not even coming off of a form change and like changing up my routine. I'm in the middle of doing it. And so I'm trying to have realistic expectations for myself while I build this experience. And then maybe that means that I can play above that. Maybe I'll play below it, but trying to have at least one good round where I start strong and I finish strong, because the first 7 holes, right up until this hole behind me, hole 8, I think this first 8 holes are kind of the easier holes for me out of the course. There's a couple on the back 9 that I'm like, I should be able to get these 14 and 15, and maybe like 12 along the way, but a lot of the holes are a little more difficult for me, and I know I can get them, but understanding that par is okay for me on those holes and just trying to get a par, because what Ezra said during our practice round was that
a lot of the times too on a course like on courses like this, I actually a decent amount of like tour courses now. A lot of the times it's almost trying to make sure you don't bogey, sometimes more so than trying to bogey, because like a bogey's worse than a bogey is good. Does that make sense? So like staying in bounds is so important.
Especially for someone who's like at my skill level, which is not a touring professional yet. I feel like I'm a local pro trying to play up into these events and see where I stack up and what I need to work on as I aspire to be that touring pro. Essentially trying to just like make sure that I am taking par at worst, maybe single bogey at worst, get the birdies as they come. My putts actually felt pretty good right now, which I'm really happy about, but my expectations are pretty low. That being said, especially going through this form change, bringing it all back to the beginning, one of the things that's really important for me is not doing that now. For me, it's kind of like Sunday night after the last putt drops, I can start thinking about form again all the way through Wednesday, and today's Thursday, the day before the tournament starts, and so today, I'm not thinking about form. I'm just gonna go out. However, I'm gonna think about the angle I need to throw it on and the shot, like I need to throw it in this angle and this hard, and I'm gonna execute that, and whatever my form does, whatever my body takes over to do, that's gonna be my swing thought, is gonna be angle, not reach bat, or any of these things. Maybe if my form like really mechanically breaks down, I might have to worry about that. But form thoughts are done for now. We'll pick them back up on Sunday, continue to mold the form a little bit throughout the next week, take those pockets of time where I'm training, but I'm also trying to play as best I can and figure out how to do that effectively. And I don't know yet. And so I might be completely wrong and we might adjust it over the course of the season. But I also just am going to try to have a really positive mental space no matter what. This week of practice has been a little more humbling than I thought. I've played with a lot of really good people, including AB, who I'm gonna go and play with later today. I'm trying to figure out how my discs are flying down here, how they're flying in the wind. And so I'm honestly taking all those rounds and the numbers that I've scored in those rounds, trying to eliminate those from my head and just think about the holes individually and the shots that come in front of me. I've thrown enough good shots on most of the holes that I can feed off of those or just visualize the line and go ahead and execute it. I don't think I'm actually gonna be able to practice 16. There's people all over and I'll just practice it a good bit when I'm actually playing it with AB because I've only sucked the island once and it was, I think maybe my play is just to try to hit that back wall, but really just try to get in bounds in some way, somehow. I'm gonna hold up and play this round with AB.
First throw ever with it.
Wanna take yours?
Sure.
But I was thinking as I was stretching how, like, I was watching some players go by who were in their rookie seasons and I'm like, this is kind of like my pre-rookie season. Like, I'm not even touring full time. I'll get to max 4 events. And I think to qualify for Rookie of the Year, 5 is like the maximum you could have played before in a year. And I'm not even gonna hit that. So that's kind of a difference in the change in my expectations to myself as well. It's like, of course, I know there's pressure here, slightly, from some people. For most of you, no. But I internalize some of it. Some of it comes from me because I want to play well. Some of it is just internalizing pressure that is not founded from the way that people talk about me, knowing that I've only been playing for as short of a time as I have, and knowing how big my goals are, which is gonna be a scary dichotomous thing anyways. But kind of talking to myself as if like, this is still a learning year, which it is. That's how I think about it anyways. But reiterating, this is not even my rookie year. Hopefully next year is my rookie year, like tour-wise. And let's try to set that up for success by getting the right experience and playing as best I can now.
He's right by that floating stick.
Jake, hold his legs.
No, he's good.
Why?
Leave the frog alone, dude. I see you wanted to try it.
No, I can throw a 320 like that.
I like that flight.
I do too.
See how easy that is?
Yeah, I like that. Ah!
Yeah, that was the one.
Yeah, those are so gone.
That was the one that was going to park the island on the final day to tie the lead, and you just lost it.
Well, so I just finished up with AB. Shout out Jake Brown as well down there. I think this is obviously another good chance for him to take it down. He's honestly been feeling a little sick. He hasn't talked about it much, but he's been feeling a little sick the last couple tournaments. So now that he's not that, it's pretty good. I did try the Choops on hole 16 during that round. Not the disc for me. Way too overstable for that hole. And especially with how I like to throw, tend to be more flat to hyzer, if anything, than anhyzer. Whew, not my shot. We'll go through it in the bag on 16, and I'm gonna throw that one more time, figure out a couple discs. It's gonna be opposite wind tomorrow. It's tailwind today, first time. And I threw a mid-range that I thought would be perfect, and it just, was not. AB also really helped me with something in my putt, my Circle 2 putt specifically. Circle 1, we're not gonna worry about. I actually tried it in Circle 1, and I think it will be beneficial, but not this week, because my Circle 1s have felt pretty good. The arm saw feels like it's in the right spot. Just about kind of getting a little extra height from Circle 2. Also, unfortunately, I did lose a disc on 18, because we went for the eagle. I actually lost 2 discs in the water. One disc was one I thought I'd have in the bag, but I actually don't know or think I need. And the other one was one that I thought might have gone in the bag at the beginning of this round, and then by the end of it, I was like, it's pretty similar to another one. So, 3 marbles. We have my 2 putting marbles, which are actually gonna be a new signature run that's gonna come out soon. They're UV glow. They're a little tacky, and I didn't think I'd like that very much. I thought I prefer stiffer, but even though it's been humid and a little hotter, I've still liked them, and they're pretty glidey, especially down here at this elevation, and so just kind of put it at the chain that I want it to go to, and it's not gonna fade hard. Don't think this one matters too much, just for short up shots, and even then, I'm probably more likely than not throwing this Envy or Zone or an A2. These have been in my bag for a while, and they're traveling with me. The A2 is super stable, great for forehands. This one's all right for forehands for me. My forehands felt okay, but better for backhands, and then this is pretty straight, almost flippy. Like, I bet I can hyzer flip it if I really juiced it hard. I have this in here, which I don't actually think I'm gonna keep in the bag. I didn't throw it at all today. I do have 3 mid-ranges. The Midnight Prowl 2, which is in the bag, flippy, straight, basically MD1 Chariot. Shout out to University of Northern Colorado. And then Slightly overstable, Asplund Chariot. You're good. Sarah just came through going like this on, she's got a broken foot, but Sarah Hookham. Oh, she's funny. But yeah, this one, I've lost a couple of these in the water here. And I think this would be a shot for that. But because of that, I'll show you my hole 17 disc, which I'm about to throw, and figure out if I want all of them in the bag or what. But moving on to fairways, I have all these guys. Wow, way less drivers than I thought. I feel like I need more, but I don't think I need more. It's such a driver course though. Whatever. Okay, Sphinx, don't really throw as much. If I need a roller, I can roll it. If I need a really late turning hyzer flip, maybe I'm 14 if I'm further back, or 9 if I'm further back and I want that big turnover. That's it. Dynasty, maybe hole 4. These are discs that like might come out. The ones that have really seen some action are the Cordon Pipeline. I throw this on a couple shots for either like tee shots, getting a good use, kind of hyzer flip up to straight, maybe a little bit of turn and a little bit of fade. Really, really straight disc. AB threw this and he really liked it as well. Camera was off, unfortunately. And then I have Firebird, which is the back snack time Firebird, because I have my one that I really, 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 really love, and it's probably a little flippy here in general. I threw it for the first day and liked it a lot. But this one's pretty similar run, flies almost exactly identical to it, and I don't love it as much. So I would feel more comfortable throwing it close to stuff that can lose it. We also have a Captain's Raptor. Beefy, beefy boy. Good for forehand, backhand if I need some beef. And then this Roman. I was debating between this Roman and another Roman, which actually I might throw for this hole just to see. But this one's kind of hyzer flip up, maybe get a little bit of turn and a little bit of fade. This is just essentially very straight for me. It's hole 7, really like this disc. And that's all of my fairways. And then my drivers, Conqueror, super beef over stable. This Metal Flake Emperor is straight to stable, but it's gonna finish. I could throw it on Anheuser and have it pan and then finish. iBlend, this is kind of hyzer flip Emperor, max distance disc right now. I had a Pharaoh in the bag, which is also the one that I dunked on 18. And then this Emperor, which is super overstable, crank it on Anheuser and get it to hold for a long time. But very, very reliable disc. We'll throw this into a lot of headwinds. And I think those are the only 4 drivers I need. I think it would be great to have a couple more, but I feel like I can forehand. It's mostly this one on a forehand, honestly. They're all forehand and backhand discs for me. I would love more, but these are the only ones I'm really, really comfortable with right now for the tournament, and you have to be really comfortable with the disc you're gonna throw. Otherwise, I'm probably gonna throw them bad. All these are here. This is the Icon bag right now. I have just a bunch of Gatorades, towel, camera stuff, phone. I feel like there's actually room for more discs. We have an Ultra here, which I just remembered I like because I can really crank on it flat to slight ante, which is my preferred. I'm not a big ante guy, but slight ante, and it'll fight back to flat and then finish. So I landed the island with this. We also have a Pioneer, which I bought. You guys saw earlier today. Both the Chupacabras are just in this lake. Maybe I get them back, I sign the front of them. If I get them back, great. Otherwise, that wasn't the disc for me anyways. And then I have an interval for also this shot, for maybe just like a little touchier shot. Just keep it low, try to hit on the island, and just like hit the back wall and be happy. Or take a big hyzer around the tree. That's kind of my idea for this hole. This is one that if I can get out of here even par for the weekend, I'll be almost ecstatic. I'll be very, very, very happy if I can do that. This is the hole I'm most nervous about, I think, for the whole entire weekend. So I'll try to throw it a little bit. And this one, I might actually try this MV, but I think my actual play in this win would be the Ultra. Just because it's a little bit slower. I mean, it's a slight tail right to left, it's only 320. Kind of aiming at the drop zone sign down there. I really like that shot. I think that disc, that Ultra is way less overstable than I remembered Ultras having been before, but this Pioneer also is pretty good. Very similar shot, not Anheuser, but like flat, and just like making sure I give myself the biggest chance to cross over the island, because what I don't want to do is throw it at the basket and have it be going left the whole way from the basket versus starting it at the bridge and giving myself the best chance of survival. That way it's like clearing the hole. It has like so much time on the island. Maybe it falls off, who knows? But the last play, it's kind of difficult because the right to left is to go a big hyzer over everything. This interval isn't quite as overstable as something could be, but this is the most replaceable disc. Try to not overthrow it, but maybe just underthrow it instead. Wow, okay. One more disc to try, which is just this Roman, which I'm a little more familiar with. I think it'll fly pretty similar to that Pioneer. Yeah, that's all you need. All right, that was fun. Let's play 18 real fast for kicks and giggles, and then I'm getting out of here. My wife said that we should go get ice cream, so I want to go get ice cream. If I can keep it under par all the rounds, that's great. Nothing worse than a single. Maybe have 1 or 2 round bogey free. I feel so much better about 16 now that I played it here. And then knowing that if there's one that comes, touch up the hyzer on those faster discs, we're good to go. I feel like I know my play though. And after pinning it with the Ultra, I'm pretty stoked. So, not gonna go massive, but just throw a nice drive out there. Pretty good, pretty good. Actually, this brings up the question of maybe this interval is very similar. Shanked it a little more. Good eagle position though. Firebird or cap wrap. Sick, dude. God, that's so good. Don't need to throw it that hard. This could actually have gone OB if I threw it a little harder, but simple little upshot onto the island. A little right to left, could be an MB. I think nice touchy zone. I think that's what Robbie C means when he says leave it to birdie. This is how I want to finish every round. Bye-bye.